Hello guys, welcome to a new episode of Urban Design on City Skylines with me Praised. Now as you may see, there have been a few changes since the last episode. Many of you have actually been requesting for me to finally resolve the issues with our flooding in our downtown area. And with yesterday's stream that I did during the night, or when this episode comes out, it will be at least a couple of days ago, we worked on finalizing a few problems to solve that issue that we were having, and we've gone through at least I think another 4 or 5 extra floods, like massive floods during the course of fixing a few things. But it's all now done, fixed, no more flooding issues, and everything is sweet. So we also did a bit of progression in terms of the growth of the city, and I'll get into that straight away. So down below, as you can see, we've got our beautiful suburb of Brandcar, still yet to be finished, but we've also expanded Cinecittà and another neighborhood right here, which I can't remember. If I just have a quick look, it's Tufelo, which apparently is a suburb inside of Rome that someone suggested. So there you go. So that's been a bit of work in terms of expanding the population. We still need to add like trees and all the little beautification things and parks. We haven't done anything like that here yet. So these are just real basic neighborhoods. Going into our industrial area, we have connected some extra loops of metro, and we have also started adding some public transportation in here. So we've had quite a lot of extra growth inside our industrial area to level 3, and also the housing in this area has also increased thanks to the public transport. Now one thing I'd like to show you is this bridge over here, this pedestrian bridge. I don't normally build pedestrian bridges, but I found one to place over here because what we have is a metro station here inside this industrial area, and that's actually getting utilized quite a lot, and it's connected within the loop of our industrial area, and we've got a nice little pedestrian bridge which normally I don't use, and it connects pretty much this little neighborhood around over here. And I've got a couple of bus lines running through this area as well, which will service this bridge for people to get to the metro. So I think that's a little bit of a nice touch, and it actually is being used quite a lot, so that's a good indication as well that things are operating. Now let's go out of this area, and we're going to head towards our downtown area. Now straight away you may realize this is new. This whole area is new, and this is what I created to help us solve our issue with our flooding in our downtown area, or especially just on the coast or on these little sidewalks over here. So as you may see, now we have no more issues, and that's because this island or this extension to this land is now kind of not forcing the water to go directly into the downtown area. So let me just spin this around. Over here you can see we've got our dam. So out of the dam we've got the water coming out, and before I added all this extra landmass, it was heading straight towards the downtown area. So what I decided to do is kind of funnel the water out away from the downtown to our right now, and more channel it down to where our bridge is. So now it's not kind of colliding straight into the sea walls or the little boardwalks where our downtown area is. So now it's also given us some extra real estate, which I intend to use for some high density residential building, and it seems to be working out really fine. We've also, because of this, we've extended our little canal system, I guess we could say. It's a little bit longer now through this extra extension. And what else? Let's see. I also started working on a little bit of high density residential area in this island over here. So we're going to be working on that this episode a little bit further, trying to expand our residential. Our main CBD, you may realize there's quite a lot of new tall skyscrapers being built, and that's because I've been slowly putting in a few here and there while expanding our downtown. and we will continue to work on our downtown area a little bit this episode. Most of these buildings are stage 1 or stage 2, so they're not yet fully developed, but they will start developing once we start adding extra services. We already have a few bus lines running through it, so it's just a matter of time before they all start upgrading. Now, one thing that I did do also in the last stream was work on our downtown Central Park, and it's actually turned out really nice. We've got a nice little pond or lake, whatever you want to call it. We've got some nice park benches around, some barbecue grills, some nice little fountains. We've got a little restaurant as well on the little pier inside our pond, so that's a little nice touch. And our main entry point over here, which comes from the tunnel that goes underneath the downtown, is being utilized very well. All 3 lanes, and doesn't that look just absolutely sensational? So there we have that. This main road, which used to be a 2-lane avenue, has now been also upgraded to a 3-lane avenue, seeing how much it's actually being utilized. Just so that potentially in the future, as we expand this downtown area, we won't have to do this anymore. We've kind of just future-proofed this this avenue so that we won't have to do any work later on. One thing that I did with this Central Park is actually change up the bit of the fauna, the flora, and I've used a few more of these conifers and wild conifers as well. Added quite a few rocks around the water with a few little shrubbery and so on, and it's made it look quite rural or wild, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. Like, it hasn't been planted naturally, it's kind of in its natural state, and I really like the look of it. I don't know, for some reason it just gives me the idea that if you zoom down over here, it kind of looks like, I don't know, someplace in Northern America in the woods, so within the actual city. So I think it's a pretty nice touch, and it's turned out really well. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think it's completely finished yet. There's still quite a lot of shrubbery and other things that we can add that I'm probably going to have to download these items first, but for the time being it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all for a bit of a unique downtown area, downtown park. Alright, so other than that, I don't think we've actually worked on much else. It was a bit time consuming to actually create this island, this extension to this land over here. And we've also added a little bit of an extra beach as well, so that's a nice touch as well for the people that will be living here in all these high density residential buildings. We'll be able to probably add like some palm trees around here, so it's a start at least. So also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, so I'll mention it just in case. Over here we have an extra now ramp, an avenue ramp, which connects to our overpassing ramp, overpassing avenue, which is like a bit of an expressway, I guess you could say, and it just provides that extra connection into downtown from our suburbs near our industrial area right over there up at the top of our screen. So with that done, I think we can now start continuing to expand this city, especially population wise, because I think we have quite a bit of demand for population. Oh, and before we do, one more thing. I forgot your name, so I apologize, but whoever you are, if you can give me a shout out. I did take your advice into adding a sunken train station into our suburban district. So now what we have is we've got our train station over here at the airport, which is working and facilitating this area perfectly well. And then our next station after that was inside the suburbs, where Nueva Velas is, which still is yet to develop, but we've got our train station operating here. So that we've got a station in between these two, and I found the best spot to place it is right over here in Elwood. It's kind of a bit of a midway point between the two, and here it is. And as you can see, it's absolutely jam-packed around here. It's absolutely crazy, but it's working really well. So that's the good thing to see. As you can see, this is absolutely fantastic. So one thing that was creating a few problems is that there were a lot of people, and there still are a lot of people here, using this as a main like kind of hub, central hub for this area. So with all the metros and the extra bus lines. Very early in this series, I did have 4 bus lines operating in Elwood, and I was saying that I was going to eliminate them. However, now after placing this sunken train station, there was so much pressure being put on the Elwood bus lines that I've decided to keep them, and I've added also, as you can see, these new white bus line as well operating within Elwood, and this is helping support the Elwood district a little bit. They're not doing anything apart from just jumping onto this overbridge over the sunken train station and going onto the main avenue, and then just doing a quick loop through the side street back to the train station. So it's just to kind of disperse the passengers from the train station to the metro, because I realized that the metro was in high demand and people were waiting, instead of walking directly to the station, they were actually waiting at the bus stops, and it was overcrowding the Elwood bus lines. So I decided to add some extra support that are more based on the function of just providing passengers access to this train station. And it looks absolutely fantastic. It's operating really well. And yeah, I hope you guys like this addition. It's took me a little bit of bulldozing here and there, but not as much as you think. So yeah, that's that. And we always see massive amounts of people in this area, so we always get a few frame rate drop, loss of frame rates in this area, but that's all good. It's no problem. So that's some extra service. And now we're going to go back to our island where our stadium is, and we're going to start expanding our residential population. Now I'm not entirely sure just how to do this, so we're going to kind of wing it. Start off by grabbing some extra avenues to jump across like that, and I think that's a fairly good enough distance to be split apart from one another. I think this avenue and that avenue with this little curve around over here. Now one thing that I'm also trying to consider is whether or not I need some sort of access to reach to this island over here, or this side, and I think I will have that kind of access, but first I'm just going to keep expanding this a little bit further and we'll see what we can do. I think I'll have some sort of a tunnel going underneath this bay, and then pop out on the other side around over here, so that there's some sort of communication going on. Or even, I'm thinking it wouldn't be a bad idea to continue this avenue in this direction and just make it off this, because this tunnel that we can see over here, this tunnel actually goes into our main downtown area and shows up right over here. So I'm thinking at a later time this might actually be maybe like one of the main central roads within the downtown area. So it's just got me thinking whether or not it should be upgraded, but I guess we can always upgrade that later. So for now, while we don't have any real traffic issues, we'll just continue this out in this way. And over here, you know what? We can just create a simple grid over here. That way we can kind of maximize the space that we've got available to us. There we go. Now it is going to be a bit blocky, but I want to maximize the space pretty much. And then on the other sides, or on the outskirts of these little areas, I'll start importing like some variations. Okay, so now let's just zone all of these 4 up. I'm going to make sure that there's water, which there is, so that's perfect. And we should start seeing some development happening pretty soon, or pretty quickly, because we do have medium demand. Let's just increase the speed. Now it doesn't matter if I go into speed 2 or 3, because we've reached the stage of our gameplay where my processor can't handle processing the information any faster. So we're stuck at operating at this sort of speed now, unfortunately, until I'm able to upgrade. But I've been scouring the internet on eBay to find a better processor, but at the moment I don't want to spend an arm and a leg to be able to get one. So I'm just waiting and keeping my eye on eBay, seeing if one pops up. If you guys want to perhaps do that for me, looking for a 990X, so it's like a first generation i7 processor. So with that I'd be able to push this game to its limits, because at the moment I'm just running a simple 920 and it's doing a pretty good job for now. I can't complain, the game's more than playable, but once we start reaching much higher populations it will be a bit of a struggle, but hopefully by then I don't know, by then we'll have a better processor. Alright, so now let's see, if I were to expand this in this direction now, perhaps we can make a couple of rectangles like that, like this. There we go. Let's remove that. Join this up to here. Remove that. Now let's see if I can push this out to here. Let's get that to cut across. Perhaps we should upgrade this as well. We'll zone all this up. Perhaps a bit of commercial will be nice as well within this area. So maybe we can make like a low density commercial hub right here in the middle. And of course we'll need to add some sort of education system. Now will a high school here pretty much cover everything? I think it will do a pretty good job. Especially once we start connecting everything up together. I think that's quite a good focal centralized area. Just remove some of this zoning that's around here. There we go. And we'll start adding some trees. If we can find. Now there's going to be a lot more trees because I did do a bit of extra downloading from the Steam Workshop, but nothing that we can't handle in finding. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. We'll add some nice little bushes down the bottom, just so that it doesn't look so plain. Okay. And on the other side as well. And this will also hopefully help us require or get some extra demand for industry as well. I'm hoping for anyway. And we'll have to add some buses around here. This area will start getting pretty busy. Well, I'd imagine that it would anyway. Now one thing is, with these roads, where we have these streets meeting these avenues, I'm going to actually clear out these intersections, or these lights, because they're just not needed. They're only T-intersections. Where we have actually cross intersections, I will be keeping the lights, because they're cross intersections. Okay. Let's see if we push this out. Let's see what we can do from this side, from this end. Now, should we squeeze in another avenue which goes across here? I think we could. So instead of using this, let's just pause the game for a second. Remove that. And let's just place some... I'm going to place an avenue that runs across like this. Remove that. Run this avenue across to here. Join that up to here. And we can rezone that up like that. There we go. Rezone that. And let's see, can we add like some sort of park around here? Something nice. Large playground. Takes up not a nice amount of space. What we'll do is soccer field. No, too much space. Okay. Actually, soccer field we can place somewhere up over here. That wouldn't be a bad location. So we'll think about that soccer field up there. For now, let's just see if we can get something else then. Like a dog park. I love my dog parks. Dog parks are simply awesome. And we'll add, see, basketball court right there. This will make everyone very happy over here, and we'll start also including some services like buses eventually. I might also have to start pre-planning where to add, say, something like a metro line, because we do have metro lines operating in our downtown area, although they're not extensive. And wouldn't be a bad idea to have some sort of metro line connection. Just have to make a couple of considerations. From where would it also connect? How would it connect? And where would it be going to? So obviously we would require a metro at the stadium itself. And also a metro within this downtown, or this little downtown area where all these residential buildings are. Now what level are these? They're only stage 1, so there's nothing too fancy in here. Now these people will require some medical services because there's absolutely none. It's just non-existent. So having a local hospital like this would be pretty good, I believe. So even on this corner, like right there, if we could, but we can't. Oh, even over here, that could work. This end might be nicer than over there, although it's already occupied by a school. So I'm thinking, what else? Yes, I'll place it right here. I'll move the elementary school. Shall I move the elementary school? If so, where would it be placed? Because it's placed like that, and that doesn't give us very good coverage at the moment. So I'll rather place it here, because I'm not going to place any buildings or housing there, because it's just going to affect people to get sick. And what we'll do is add a hospital around over here like that. I'd like to add a police station as well. Police rural station, police station. Let's see, how good of a coverage is this? Not fantastic. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to add a large one. Okay. So a large police station is in. We might need some fire service. No, we're definitely not going to might need. We're definitely going to need a a fire service around here. So now right around here, let's see if we were to add a road connection like this. Whoop. Out to here. Might actually have to push this out further. Say out to there. What does that give us? 4x5. So this might actually have to go out by another one. And now let's see. 4x4. There we go. So with this, I can utilize this space now to add a fire station in. Let's see, something that can be worth our while. Like that. That will actually be pretty good because it'll allow me to also add a taxi stand right here like that on the corner. So that's alright. These people are always going to get sick now because of this ramp. There's going to be so much usage of this ramp that these actual people might actually have to change where they live. We'll see. For now they're okay. I mean, they're still sick. We'll see what we can do with them. Let's now expand. over here. Let's see, what does that give us? 7 by 7. That's actually perfect. Who would have thought? If we do that, that gives us a little bit more space around here to actually even start zoning things. And let's see. If I were to draw this over here. And I'm not too sure where to go with this now. If I draw that in this direction, this in this direction, perhaps that could work. I'm not entirely sure though. We'll give this a shot. If I push this out now, 3 down to here, no. And let's see, push this out to here and there. I can't get a nice angle here going. What's going on? There's no clipping of any sort allowing me to connect. This is very, very bad. Perhaps if that goes straight, no, that provides me a really weird angle. So I might have to do this area a little bit differently. Let's see, if that goes out to there, so let's just cut it down by 1 so we can make it a slightly shorter distance, and that still provides us with the same problem. Although if we were to move this here, or we can make it on an angle like that. What does that do? That's not too bad actually. Not too bad. Kind of organic. I mean, not organic, but kind of unique. It's not all blocky, slightly off, so that's okay. I'll keep that like that. Now over here, let's see if I were to add some extra housing like that, extra space for housing, and we'll have like a bit of a cul-de-sac. Oh no, what we can do is connect, here we go, this is an idea, connect this to here, this to, what does that give us? 3 by 10, so let's go out by 7 units and connect like that. There we go. Perfect. So this is really now starting to come along really, really well. We've got our beautiful main avenues running. We've got our side streets. It's a bit blocky, but it's okay. Alright, so let's see. We can add some extra high density residential buildings here. There we go. And we can chuck this across as well like that. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's see. And now we're going to add those extra zones in now. Add that. Now this is actually starting to look really, really good. From top it's not really much to look at, but from this angle you can see that's concrete jungle, I guess, eh? There we go. Now let's see. Close that, close that. Close that with extra spaces for development over here as well. Let's just zone it all up. Why not? Ooh, no. Not zone that up. I want to see what I can do with here. I don't like these 90-degree angles. I absolutely hate 90-degree angles. So what's that? 8 by 3. So if we go out by 5, connect that up to there like that. There we go. That's better. Now we don't end up having that horrible 90-degree angle. Yeah, we've probably cleared out away a bit of space, but that's fine. I can deal with that. Chuck that across like that as well. Let's see, maybe we can add like a little corner shop over here like that. And in between over here, I guess we can just add some... Well, actually, we can add some parks or something. Let's see. What else do we have? Not a plaza. No, that's going to have nothing further up over there. So, oh, we've got a nice swim club. Perhaps we can add a swim club. Where could we add a swim club? I mean, they have all the entertainment needs they have over for the time being, but let's add a swim club like that right here. There we go. That's nice. Let's remove that, actually, the avenue from there, and let's see if we can start perhaps tunneling our way down. If we go straight. And now we're going to have to somehow make our way across. So I believe that the best way would be to join up somewhere over here. Or have this avenue come out to say somewhere around over here. And let's see, have another avenue which jumps out to here. Now I want to just see if we can get this to all somehow line up in a nice way. So I might need some help here by some road guides. Move that out to here. Let's see, that's 4. No, that's too far, I think. So let's... Oh, actually, there is an easy way to do this. Just like that. 5. What am I doing? 5 by 5. There we go. And now let's see if we can go down and in a straight direction. There we go. We can do it like that. There we go. We'll have a little empty block of space here, but that's fine. And we can extend this out in this direction. We'll keep this as a T intersection because just in case if this area ends up being used a lot, then what will happen is there will be too much traffic congestion around over here. So we won't make a four-way intersection. We'll just keep it as a T intersection for now. Now let's go underground. Let's see what we've got over here, what we're going to be dealing with. So this has to obviously go straight for at least another 10 units, or 11 or 12, whatever. Now let's see, if we were to connect this up over here, like that, that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. Now I can remove this actually, because this is just not necessary anymore. Because we've got our connection via the tunnel. So that permanent or that temporary connection is no longer there. Now we've got a lot of upgrading going on. This is good to see. Wow. All these buildings are nearly completely maxed out. And we're getting very close to 100k as well, guys. So who knows? We might hit 100k this episode actually. The way we're going. We've got a bit more demand for commercial as well. So I'm thinking if we should add like another little bit of a commercial, because this area is our like little commercial hub around over here. So let's see, if we were to just keep zoning these tall buildings like this, which are going to be like our beach resorts, beach resort type facilities around over here in the downtown area. Okay, so we'll see how long that takes up to fill up, and we'll see what kind of decrease in demand for our commercial, or what effect it has on our commercial demand. So now, let's see. If I were to push this straight, no, that won't work. So, what does that give me? 5 by... No, so let's... 6 by 5. So it's either 5 by 6 or 6 by 5. So can't make it perfect, but that's fine. If I push in that direction, or let's see if we can push it 4 by 5 in this direction like that. There we go. Not a fan that it's just so close to one another. That's a pretty bad thing. I think it will be better if we were to move it 5. Oh, there we go, 5 by 5. like that. Okay. Still relatively close, like we won't be able to squeeze in many cars, but I'm hoping that this won't be overused or necessarily, yeah, crazy in terms of usage. We'll see. Something we'll have to wait and see to find out. Let's just remove that. Let's add this. What does that give us? 6 by 10, so that's 10 and that's 6. So we need to go out by 4, and now we'll be able to go... Oh no. What's that? Straight. That's 10 by 6. So if we go out by 4, it's 10 by 6. So if we go out by 4, that should be... Alright, so let's go out by 4. Of course. My maths just failed me then. Okay, there we go. Just connect it up like that. And this we can actually keep empty, perhaps vacant. Let's see if we can add like something large, like a large playground, for example. Let's add one of these in. Like right here. Perhaps we can add like some... We'll add some gravel paths, just to make this a little bit more different. This to go straight in here, like that. And this to just join up simply. Let's not use the snapping tool. Let's just do this freehand like that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I'm liking that. We'll keep expanding our population here. Let's do another 4, and that leaves us with a bit of a gap here. That's fine actually. Let's just see what happens. Fill that up. We'll fill this up. And that, and that. This we can add some little shops perhaps, and over here some more residential. So there's going to be a very residential heavy neighborhood, which is yet to be named, but we'll name it eventually. Alright, so let's just zone all this up. There we go. Perhaps a little bit of a shop over there in these like little spaces that won't be utilized over here as well. Maybe some couple of nice little shops might be nice to add over here. Maybe a taxi stand as well. Oh, that's so close to the other one. No, we'll add shops instead. Little shops, some more shops, and some more shops around here. There we go. Oh, we're kind of blending a bit of shopping in as well. There is a main little shopping hub right here, but that's not going to be enough. Yeah, it will be good once we connect the metro here as well. How's our population doing? 97,000, so this is good. Okay, so now perhaps we can add a shop over here, and a shop over here, and this can all be high density residential. I was thinking perhaps we can add like some sort of park around it over here, but before it does actually develop, let's see. Maybe a small playground. No. We could fit a small playground like that over here or anywhere else. Or over here like that. There we go. And what does that take out? That leaves... That actually doesn't leave too bad of a spot in between. That's okay. And we can develop some trees in between. Let's add some trees. I've been liking these trees recently actually. They're very nice and green. And they're like a decent size as well. Like pretty nice fillers actually. And what's over here? We've got a little bit of a gap, so we can add one of those little shops that in between to fill in, like say like a little milk bar or something like that. All these areas are now pretty much filling up very nicely. That's good to see. Ooh, some of these blocks will be horrible to live in. Window to window style. Oh well. That's part of living in the city, I guess. Especially once these buildings start upgrading. So I'm thinking, why not, let's try and connect the metro, eh? After we connect the metro, we're also going to, though, have to connect the bus lines around this area. So which metro are we going to connect? I think the best metro would be to connect is the one at the university. So if we actually do an off metro line from the university train station, I think will be our best solution. So let's go in this direction, just a short little segment. Actually no, we need to push that further away from this connection point that I want to connect to. So just push it like that, and let's see now. This out to here, like that. Okay, that makes sense to me, although we've got this tunnel here. Does that go straight through, or does... No, it doesn't. It actually interferes. Or does it? Does it interfere? Doesn't look like... It looks like it's going over the top, but what am I to know? Let's have a look from this angle. Because if it is going over the top, I might just overlay this. It really does look like they are going underneath. Oh well. What I can do though then is remove that little segment. And let's see, where does that go? Here somewhere. Alright, so what we may do is make a little short segment like that and try and find a way, like say for instance from here to go in this direction. Make these two connect up. So even though it's a bit tight, that should be pretty fine for our metro. Let's see. Ooh, it's pretty deep underneath here. Yeah, that's quite deep. And here, slope too steep. Oh no, we'll be able to get it through. That's fine. We're just going to be able to get that through. Okay, so now metro station. Metro station will be here at the stadium. So by here at the stadium, I mean it will literally be like right here. Well, actually a little bit further away. Near where our footpath is going to be. Like so. And somewhere where we can also provide a taxi rank right here. Like that. Thinking perhaps we should include also a bit of a road that goes through here. Let's just have a look that we could utilize potentially. Something like that, for example, and just make this connect up to here. Something like that. And now, let's just remove this taxi stand for now. Connect a road which goes in this direction, like so. Now let's see, we're dealing with a bit of a small amount of space here, but we should be able to manage. Something like that. What's that, 5 by 7, so if we go out by another 3, we can make it slightly off, doesn't matter. And this out to here, like that. And this out to here, like that. There we go. So we've got a bit of a road that loops around the stadium, and here we can add like extra facilities and bus stops to the stadium. That makes perfect sense to me. Now it's all about connecting this metro line. So go back into our metro options. Here we go. Let's go straight for about 9 units. Let's go about 10 units in this way, 10 units that way. And what does that give us? 10 by 9. That's actually not too bad. I like that. And we'll swerve away like that. Yeah, that will work. Now our next stop within here, actually we'll add 2 stops. within this area. So the next one will be actually right over here, and then we'll add another one. Where exactly? This is the next question. We've got our high school right here, so it would be beneficial to put it like somewhere right here, down in the center of downtown, or the center of all these residential buildings. And then potentially even like, oh no, that's going to be pushing the limits there of available connectivity back to this island, I think. So perhaps station like right 1, 2, perhaps we could add like a taxi rank around over here. Taxi stand. Or we can add some commercial shops to kind of balance out the pollution that's going to be around here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's remove that. Let's add some, yep, commercial. Actually, we'll add some smaller commercial like that. We can filter some of these out with some nice trees. If I can find the tree that I'm looking for, that is also, that would help. Not that one, not that one, not that one. Where is the tree that I'm looking for? Is it this one? Random? No. There we go. No, this one. Okay, that'll do anyway. Alright, so that's done. Let's now connect these metro lines together. So go out by 25. What's this now? 15 by 16. Ooh, that's a bit awkward. 15 by 16, so go out by another 5 units. Like so, and what do we have? 16 by 9, so let's go out by 7 units, and we should be able to join this up now with really relatively decent and accurate numbers. Now this next part may be a challenge. Oh, actually no, it won't be too difficult. Something like that. Make this come out straight to here. Make this join up. Something like that. This as well. Straight even curve. This can go straight through to here. This can go straight through to here. Even further. Let's see, what do we have here? 10 by 26. So let's go up by 16 and join up. Alright, perfect. I like that. That's working pretty well. I must say that's working very, very well. Okay. So with that actually being quite good, I think. Just thinking this metro line is going to go back into this area, into the downtown area over here, and then go through like the Sunset Beach and inner Sunset Beach, somewhere around this area, and then kind of join up back over here. So we'll have like loops available, different types of loops available here for sure. And let's just have a look at this traffic that comes out over here. It's not too bad actually, it's dealing with it quite well. So let's add our new line, metro line. So it's going to start from here to here, 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 and to here, here, back to here, there, and there. And obviously that's going to change later because we're going to continue the line, but for now that keeps pretty much everyone very happy, so that's good. We'll see a lot of upgrading going on over here now too, and probably also the commercial will get a lot of upgrading. So let's just change that line, metro line as well, to say white. There we go. And we'll see how that manages. And we'll see how this area just starts developing as well with these new metro lines. Wow, already look at that. Metro, pile it in. Lots of people probably going to work. Yep, metro it is. I'm also going to have to get some sort of bus lines probably around here in the very near future. So first let's just keep expanding, I guess. Let's see what we can do. If I were to expand in this direction, our demand for residential is just constant, which is fantastic. I'm not complaining. I thought we'd have some more demand for our industry. Because we don't, that's not too bad. Alright, so let's just go out in this direction. Let's see if we can draw something out from over here. Over here, join up like that. Right, so there's some extra real estate that we can provide now. Like so, and can remove that. Can remove that. We can create a path over here, which goes in that direction like this. There we go. Wrong side. I prefer it to go this way so that we've got the lights on the other side. Okay. And over here, I'll add a taxi stand. There we go. You never know where these taxi stands are required, so we'll just add one there as well. We'll probably need to start providing some extra taxi facilities closer to the city, because all our taxi facilities are located in the airport area, and they're all being... oh no, that one... oh, they're actually not all completely being used up. They do have a couple of taxis spare, so that's interesting to note. Alright, very good. Oh, one extra thing is we started also working around over here, and we've got a new interchange. Something that I started experimenting with was using a tunnel to go through these intersections, and it's turned out pretty good actually. It's allowed me to stay only 2 levels up. So what I mean by that is we've got the ramps which go up 1 level and then there's 2 levels high. So if I were to actually, instead of making the tunnel for the highway, go underneath, and just actually one of the highways would have ended up having to go over the top of the other highway. So for that purpose we would have had to probably pushed up an extra height level, and that'd be just too high, I think. So it's not something that I usually do with the tunnels, but it's a bit of a new test and it's come out alright. And it'll look better once we start filling it in with all the decorations. One thing over here also, which was suggested by Tim Chappell, is to join these highways up over here. So we had these highways split up and we had 2 separate bridges. Now it kind of looks like it's one constant bridge, and it's turned out really, really good. I think it looks very, very clean. Very clean. So I'm very happy. Thank you for that suggestion, Tim. There we go. And we've got a little bit of a split off over here. So this is where we'll add, like, for example, at this split off, we can jump into our lights and potentially add like one of these highway light systems like this, like that. So for the night, and if we can find also, there should be like some sort of tree things that we can add, or like bushes, just to make like a nice even split. Here we go. These hedges, I mean. That's like a fence. That's not what I'm after. That fencing looks pretty good. No. Oh, they're not hedges. They're actual fences. They're hedges. There we go. That's too high. That's way too high. I think I've got them somewhere else. Just don't remember where. I'm going to have to scout through all my inventory. I know that there's somewhere around here. I can't tell you exactly where. Here we go, found it. This is what I'm after. There we go. So if I were to place one kind of like that, and place another one kind of like that. We're gonna have to jump into overlap for this. Okay, so maybe place one over here like that, and move this one a little bit further away. Something like that. Okay. Don't think that looks too bad. Kind of protects this pole. And it will also look much better once we start decorating and all that, so I'm not too worried about what it looks like at the moment. And we also added some extra incinerators around over here as well, because our city was requiring them. And we'll also beautify that up later, so in time though, in time. So let's see how our area over here is now developing. Some of these houses are doing not too bad. This area is getting quite busy. Do we have some extra intersections around here that we have to fix up? Yes, we do, that have lights. So turn those lights off from here. Turn those lights off. These lights are off. We don't want lights on T intersections with avenues. That won't have lights. That doesn't have lights, obviously. This can turn the lights off. Here as well. Here as well. It's just too many lights. Unnecessary lights. Hey, what's going on over here? That's not part of the plan. That's a bit strange. Oh, I was in overlap mode all the time. That's not good. So let's just upgrade that like that. And downgrade you like that. The avenues as well. Downgrade, upgrade, downgrade, upgrade. Just where we made slight modifications, that's all. Nothing wrong around over here, no. I think all is pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Continue the simulation. It's good to see that this area is now starting to get used a little bit more in terms of the highway usage. Now these bridges are just not like kind of empty, hanging around, they're actually getting used. So this is nice. Ooh, that looks nice. A little beachfront is now taking shape. Still gonna have to add palm trees and all those little nice things, but that's in due time. Perhaps we can add like some sort of fancy building on the corner here. The cheese grater. It's gonna be way too big for that. Thinking something smaller. That's too big. Perhaps like a baseball. Oh, a stadium would be nice. It's a very large beach though. No, I don't like that. Perhaps, ooh, that would be nice. I think that will work. Bit of a hot tourist hotspot now. And we'll be connecting to the beach. Connect some footpaths. It's very large, but I think that looks pretty good. We'll have to add some trees. Yeah, we'll add some trees and decorations, and we'll kind of blend this out a little bit, so it won't look that bad. Actually, let's see if we can just add some fertile land around here. That way we can kind of blend this out a bit like that. Add some sand. There we go, something like that. That will work. And then we'll add the footpaths and all will be well. And trees, yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, so now let's see. We still have demand for residential. Let's see what we can do in our residential zone. We're nearly there at 100k. So let's see if we can push this out. We can't build there. Really? You're having so many conflicts with me wanting to build here. Don't like you at all. How about something smaller? That still overlaps and creates some conflict. So the only thing that I can kind of think about doing over here is adding an area like this over here and just kind of connecting it up. No, that's kind of bad. Something better solution would be pushing it from here out to here and now try and join this up. This is going to be a much better solution. Something like that. There we go. What we can do is add maybe like a big park around here. Let's see. Parks. If we were to add, or even a soccer field. Too big, I think. Large playground will work. Yeah. Large playground it is. We can add some footpaths and all will be swell. We're going to add now. Let's see. We need to go to the footpaths. There we go. Let's connect that up to here and connect that up to there. Make this come out to here. And make this just join up simply like that. There we go. All good. Let's zone all this up. Zone all this up. Over here though, this is going to be the next problem here. Oh no, maybe not. I can actually connect off that. Alright, that's beautiful. Thought this was going to be problematic, but no, there we go. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. That's better. Okay. That's some more housing, maybe a little bit of a shop here. More housing, shop, and a lot more housing. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a gap here. Perhaps to like add a pedestrian footpath in. Like so. Make this kind of like just turn around the corner. Something like that. And just join up like that. There we go. I like that. We'll add some trees. It's gonna work out. Something like that as well over here. There we go. Just trying to utilize the space as best as possible. Now, elementary school. Could definitely do with one more in this area. Near the metro? No. Somewhere around over here is going to be better. There we go. And that should help immensely. Let's add some nice fancy trees. Let's add those, what are they called? Papels. Okay, let's add some bushes in between. Alright. Nice and fancy. Add some more housing. Housing. There we go. Add a little small shop. Housing. Shop. No, we'll keep that blank. We'll add more housing here. And I won't be able to add a footpath here, surely not, will I? Yeah, no, that just has to be completely vacant. That's fine. What we can do is... we can't even place trees here? Ooh, I don't like that. What even if we go into floating and overlap? Wow, we can't. That's the bad thing about these mods. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. What we can do is just add some trees here. That's all we can do. Just even as close as we possibly can, and then just away. It's just going to be a bit of like an empty block, I guess. It's going to look horrible, like a bit of an empty space, but what can you do? There we go. Just add a few of these trees in. Some nice, just a bit of decoration. Collide with this. Alright. What do we have here on the corner? Nothing. And we do have a little bit of shop, but we can add some trees in the meantime. There we go. A few more in between. We'll just cover these areas up a bit, that's all. That'll be good. These trees will look like as if they're kind of just joined up within. Alright. Very, very good. Very good. A few more in here. Alright, there we go. Now we've got this space to deal with over here. Let's see. Bit of an Olympic stadium here, or track and field. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Track and field. Like that. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to move that away. Put it around over here. That's a better location right here next to this stadium. Add a footpath. Will be running nice and close. Can we face it the other way? Ooh. Can leave it like that for now. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll manage with our footpaths around that. Over here now though, let's see. What else is there that we can place? Potentially put in a... It's just a normal walking park. Something like this. Like that. There we go. Oh, we just unlocked an achievement. Metropolis. Oh, we reached 100k. That's right. Reached 100,000k. There we go. People, we have reached 100k. So that's a bit of a milestone for this episode. That's always nice. I'm going to add a shop on this corner over here. Now I'm also going to add some extra footpaths and high density residential buildings here. Okay. Zone a bit more in over here. Going to add a bit of a commercial shop here. Commercial shops here. Let's see, add some footpaths around here. They'll just join up nicely. Another footpath which will join up nicely around to here, to where the metro is. I think that works. And we'll keep doing some more decorations. What do we have here? We do have residential. So just got to keep that in mind. If anything here, yes we do. Remove that tree. We need this area to expand a little bit. so that we can kind of vaguely see where we can place things. There we go. So at the moment it's kind of blind. There we go. Alright, that's all good. Nothing around here? No. Okay, that's good. We can place a few more of these. And a couple of these. Right, awesome. I'm very happy with that. I'm just considering whether or not this needs to be a large avenue, but I don't think so. I'll be managing pretty well. In general, I think. Yeah, it's dealing with the traffic, no problems. Over here though, let's see. This will probably be creating quite a lot of noise pollution, so maybe we can add some shops around over here. Actually, we could add it. No, taxi stand is already over here, so no need for more. What we can do is add some of our trees that I like to add as soundproofing. There we go. Add a couple of these in perhaps. Add a few other trees. There we go. It's all going to start taking shape now. It's going to start looking beautiful. Okay, there we go. So we've done a lot of work on this island. There we go. Now the next area that we're going to start expanding with high density residential will be this area right over here. We're going to start closing in on this downtown area now. Around the stadium we're going to just add lots of trees and parks, but I can do that myself off camera. I don't think I want to necessarily bore you guys with that kind of stuff. Unless you leave it in the comments, let me know. I won't do it yet. I'll read what happens after this episode, whether you guys want to know or not. Ooh, not enough educated workers. Well, we're expanding so fast that we're actually kind of got to slow down, I guess, and get the population to kind of get educated in the meantime. How is this area doing? This area is coping just fine. Yeah. The exit out of the highway, no problems. And the entry point as well is fine over here. That's good to see. Perhaps we can add some more office space. And I think we can add quite a lot of office space around over here. Let's just add a whole bulk in like that. And see how it expands. Oh, no activity yet. Oh yes, we do. We do have some sort of activity going on. So these areas now, what are you guys pretty much waiting for? Just probably more services. Let's see if we can actually offer any more services. We got buses already running through here, but we're definitely going to need more buses. So our metro line is actually ending over here. So perhaps what I can do is offer another metro station somewhere within this area. Say on this corner right here. I'll make it run underneath. There we go. This is an idea. Let's get our metro station in. On the corner here, that's kind of better usage of space if I do it on the corner here like that. There we go. Now let's get some tunnel action going on. So this out to here. Let's do a slight curve in like so. Make this go straight. And we might want to add another stop in somewhere. So we got to stop here, or maybe we can just connect it up straight away. No, I think another stop would be necessary. So let's see, let's continue this road out in this direction. Do have a bit of a gap in between here. If we were to do something like that, no, that's a bad idea. This out to here, then we can push this road out in this direction, I think. That's why I would have wanted to build that there, for that reason, to be able to utilize that space better. Although this will allow us to join this area better. Say for example, if we were to push an intersection here like that, for that reason. Oh, we would be actually. I don't think it'd be too much of an issue. Let's see what's happened to this bus stop. That keeps going straight, so I think we can move this bus stop straight a little bit further or further down. Buses, bus stop. We'll let these buses pick these passengers up first. There we go. Drop these passengers off. Now when you're off, we'll drop this bus stop right there. There we go. Now let's see if we can just draw this through like that. Of course we can. So 6 by 29, so let's go out by 23. 6 by 6. Maybe 6 by 6 in this way. Like so. Alright, that's better. That will utilize this space a little bit better. And now, also let's see what we can do with this metro. That's going to make the angle of these tracks not right. Unless we connect it like this. That provides us with better versatility in terms of connections. Just going through my consideration phase right now. Or here. I'll place it here. Okay, so that's that. Let's now create our tunnels. So from here, we're going to have to go freeform for this. So we'll go out by 8, head in this direction. Go down by 18. This side out to here. Over down out to here, join up like that. 18. Let's see, where can we get a nice spot? Smooth transition here. And can we get that just to go straight like that? Yeah, we can. Alright, that's fine. And now I will simply get this metro connected as best as I can. Let's push this across. What's that give us? 7 by 58, so I need to go out by 51. Can't do that, so 52. Be 7 by 6, that's fine. Okay, done. That's not too bad. Let's add some extra offices around here now. There we go. Let's actually leave that blank. We might be able to put like a building in or something, I don't know. If not, we'll fill it in. Now we need to extend. Just pause the game for a second. We need to grab this train line, or this metro train line, to here. Let's add a stop on either side. Over here and over here. Over here and over. And over here. There we go. And now let's see what happens in this area. Add some trees just to beautify this area up a little bit. And footpaths. We do have a blank space here, so I left that for exactly this reason, to be able to do this to join up straight to here. and this to come up to here and connect up like that. Now I wonder if I can squeeze in a footpath over here without actually affecting any of these buildings, which I can. Another footpath out over here like so. And let's just join this up as well. Like that. Okay, that's fine. Let's add some trees into this developed area. This will be easy because we can see where we've got spaces to place and plant a tree. Remove that. We can actually place something here. What can we place? More offices. Like that. Okay. Trees. And some of these. Okay. Some more around over here. And no, that's it. We can't fit any more. Oh, we can fit some there. Oh, we got lots of vacant spaces around over here that where we can place some trees. All right. Place a tree here, place a tree there we go, that's a nice, that's overkill. There we go, just one. Perhaps another one like here. One like here, somewhere if we can get it to actually clip on. Yeah, we can, there we go. Alright. That's fine. That looks pretty. Metro being used, yes it is. This is good to see. We'll start getting more probably people using the metro, which is also good. You're upgrading to level 2 straight away. Any of these buildings, they're starting to move up to level 2.5, 3. So we're definitely going to actually have to provide something else. Now I know, guys, I can get that mod. And I do have it downloaded where you get all the extra information of what's actually required for these buildings to upgrade, but I don't have that activated at the moment, so I want to see if we can figure it out without that mod. I know that these areas could definitely do with some elementary schools. Do we? Yes, we do have hospital cover. We do have fire cover. We do have police coverage. Prison, ooh. I've actually never had required to actually add a prison to any of my cities so far. We've always had a very good police workforce. Elementary schools, high schools are fine. We've got one high school in this area. Okay, so we can add some more trees over here. This area is now completed. Go. Just beautifying these areas out. That's all we're doing now. Just to kind of, I think the only thing that's kind of remaining over here is to add bus lines. So maybe that's the last thing that we should do before we finish this episode. Now that we kind of know what's actually happening, or where we've got all our main streets kind of located in this area, I think it will be a good idea to start adding these bus lines. Do we have no more zonable areas here? Wow, okay. That's fine. I'm perfectly happy with that to add some trees like that. Okay. So there we go. That's that done. We still have a couple of areas here where we have to add some trees, but I'll do that later on in my own time. You get the idea of what we're doing anyway. So that's actually not too bad. It's coming along quite well. It's looking much better than Santa Conchula, although I still have you know, real deep and heartful feeling for Santa Country because I absolutely love that city. The amount of work that I'm doing with Verucchio compared in terms of designing and just adding things in, this just completely leaps and bounds way ahead of the other cities. So this is very good to see. I think we've taken quite big steps in terms of the way we've progressed with this and the way the city is actually looking. Okay, so we still have to finish this area off. This is going to be mostly parks and all that. We're going to add perhaps some more high density residential around over here. Actually, you know what? Before we do, let's do that. And we can't go any further, but that's fine. I'll add some straight over here like that. Let's see, 8 by 15. So if we go out by here, what's that going to do? 2 by 15. So if we go out by 13, join this up like so. There we go. Now we'll be able to see what we can potentially do or add. I'm not going to add anything here. That's going to be vacant. So let's just add some high density and high density over here like that. Perhaps a cul-de-sac around over here. Like that. Yep, that will work. Let's just make sure that those traffic lights are switched off. We can actually, no, first let's upgrade this cul-de-sac to a higher level road. Switch the lights off. And let's add our residential buildings in. There we go. Actually, these 4 can be removed. And we can add some of this stuff in like that. Where are these people going? They're actually walking across. Well, you won't have to do that for much longer. We'll actually be connecting our bus lines now. And these areas are actually getting utilized really, really well. This is good to see. This is fantastic to see. Perhaps what I'm thinking is maybe we can add like a taxi stand around over here. Or high density commercial here. High density commercial here. I'd like to add a taxi depot as well. So like right over here. That could come in handy. And that actually looks horrible. I'm gonna have to move that away from the hill. That still looks horrible. That's actually kind of forming with the ground. I don't like that. So let's move that here somewhere if we can. Like that. Moving over here. What's available? We've got a taxi stand there. So, what to do with this taxi stand? Ooh, what if we were to... Oh no, we got commercial buildings here. We can live with that. It's only the very edge. I can live with that. I hope you guys can live with that too. Alright, so... what I'm also going to get is some extra, say, perhaps office space over here. Just a couple of office buildings, nothing too drastic. There we go, add a little small shopping building there. And add... what could we add over here? I think a crematorium would be nice. We don't have any on this island. No, we don't. We've got a cemetery, so a crematorium would come in handy. There we go, and that will help people upgrade over here even further. I know it's not the best place because we've got residents here, but it's done. There we go. Okay, so now let's add these bus stops in. Buses. Alright, so we also got to take into consideration where everything is. So we've got our first our first metro stop here. So if I create, let's see, we're gonna have to connect this all up. Could create some sort of like a main avenue. I'm thinking maybe one single bus line that runs through this area is all we need. Just a clockwise and an anti-clockwise directional one. Okay, so let's see. If I were to add a stop over here, let's start with there. I'm going to push through to, say, somewhere around over here. Stop here. Stop around over here. Gonna come around here. Stop around over here, near as close as we can to that metro stop. And we're gonna come into these back streets around over here. Like that. That should make pretty much everyone happy here, which it does. Have a stop around over here. Like that. Now we'll add a stop around over here. Opposite side of this high school. Now we'll have another stop around over here. Next stop around over here. And back. And I think that kind of encompasses everything pretty well. I'll also make an anti-clockwise direction. So one that goes over here. But we'll take a slightly different route. It's going to stop over here. I think. Will it? No, it's going to go straight. Cut through here. Stop around over here next. In front of the high school. I'm going to take this avenue out to here. Come around to here. Go in this direction. Stop over here in front of the metro stop. And you're going to use this main avenue here to continue your path back to here. There we go, that works. Alright, I'm happy with that. And we should get lots of these buildings start upgrading. Especially once we get these buses operating and people starts getting more satisfied. Because I think, let's see, education for elementary school is pretty much very well covered. High school is full coverage. Yeah, university is a bit of a struggle at the moment here. That university does not quite get through to all the way here. I'm not going to be placing university. If anywhere, I'll place a university somewhere around over here, and that will encompass that area. Especially if we get a metro connected out over here somewhere. We'll see how that happens, or how that will work. But for now, these people have to get through anyway. The early education, because it's just an early developing suburb still, so there's probably still lots of people going through the early stages of their life here. Wow, look at this metro station going crazy. It'll be good to see how these buses will start helping this area out. I wonder how many buses are actually going to be here on this line. So it's the last two lines that we created. So it will be line 84 and 85. There's 5 buses on each line so far. Alright, that's not too bad. I mean, they're not very long lines. Hopefully the buses will be able to manage the numbers that are going to be around here, especially in this, you know, high density location. And I can perhaps even like make a bit of a quick route from this area to go into the island and then into the main downtown area, and then just do a quick little loop without many stops. That's a possibility. Ooh, this area is getting a bit chugged up. Oh, that's only because of all the extra buses that we've got coming in. Alright. So I think this area will clear out eventually. Oh, actually we don't need traffic lights here. Why? Oh, that's because that's why. Let's get rid of these traffic lights. They're not necessary there. I wonder if adding bus stops actually did. Yes, it did actually modify these light intersections. So let's just make sure that we kind of... why is that logo showing up? That was a bit of a bug. Alright, so wherever we added bus stops, it also kind of added traffic lights. So we want to make sure that those traffic lights don't exist here on these avenues where there's T-intersections again. So remove that. We can keep the lights there. There's no lights here. No. That's a T-intersection, so I mean cross intersection, so we can keep the lights there. It's only the T-intersections that I'm looking for. We don't want the T-intersections to have traffic lights. Well, these areas are getting very busy with these bus stops. That's good though. The service is here. And we can add some more decorations with trees like that. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty nice? Jump into here. This area is a bit bland. I think this needs to be topped up. So before we finish, we'll just make sure that how our public transportation system is going to be operating in this downtown area. All right. There we go. There we go. Alright, excellent. There's a few more nice little trees showing up here and there, makes things look a little bit more natural. These are cross intersections, yes they are. That's why there's so many. Now these buses are managing? Yeah, they're managing. It's not too many passengers on them. That's probably because the connections within this area are pretty good with in terms of walking distance to the connections with these metro lines. There was probably like one metro connection only. All the people will be taking buses to get there. But as you can see, even the buses are getting people to go into the metro line. So we are having some good work. Wow, that's a nice picture. That can be a very nice image like that. Look at that skyscraper in the background from our downtown area. From up here. Doesn't that look great? Right, beautiful. And this high school is probably going to be like one of the highest used high schools in all of the city. Now out of curiosity, let's have a look at the university down over here. So university students in the city, and it's got 2.5K almost coming to this uni, so that's fine. We've got the high school around here. This one is also busy. Wow. Okay, so it's actually full. So that's a good sign. Now let's just say we are making good solid money. One last thing, let's see if we can add some nice buildings in before we leave. I like these Roccavera towers. I really like them a lot. I'm saving them, I don't know what for. Perhaps like to create Flux Trans's and Yuto's embassy. Perhaps I could make like a joint embassy for them. We've got so many towers. We've got the Crystal Tower Roccavera, Marble Tower Roccavera, and the Ebony Roccavera Tower. So I'm thinking what we can do with these towers is make embassies out of these buildings and make it like a joint embassy, and the Renaissance Tower. So make it like a joint embassy section within the downtown area. Now that would be a nice idea. Kind of trying to incorporate all the gameplay styles into the one area. Now that would be a challenge. Alright, so that's about it. We've done some good progress. We've hit 100k. We've actually expanded the city by 10k this episode. So we've gone over 100k, and look at that. We've pretty much finished this whole island off. There's still lots of details here and there that we got to finish. We just have to wait also for it to keep developing. I think we can download some more nice glassy type skyscrapers. Actually, here's a challenge for you guys. If you can post in the comments some nice modern, not futuristic, but just temporary modern buildings that are like residential, high volume residential buildings that are like mostly glass, that are not ridiculously high, just say a little bit higher than these, or something that's like unique in a downtown area, even like the Miami styled, perhaps like residential tall buildings will be nice. If you can like provide me with links in the comments, that will be greatly appreciated. I'll try and download them. That saves me from having to scour hours. I'd rather actually play and give you guys the opportunity to get more videos than me having to scour hours on end looking for these buildings. This way it'll just allow me to select the links. If I like it, I'll download it and we can just incorporate it as best as we can and as fast as we can. And so yeah, that's a little bit of a challenge for you guys. If you could, well, not even a challenge, but perhaps like just to help me out, guys, that would be great. And also, if you guys are interested on the Twitch stream, I was actually letting people know that I'm going to be naming all the bus lines that end up coming to our main depot over here, or our main transit system around over here. I'm going to be naming all the bus lines after you guys, so let me know in the comments down below. For example, you can say you would like a specific bus line in here to be called after your gamer tag or after your full name. Wow, look at this, that's crazy amount of people over here. Wow. Anyway, getting back off topic, jumping back on topic, let me know. I can use either your gamer tag or your name or your full name or perhaps even your surname. I'm going to be naming all the bus lines within our CBD after you guys. Just like when I was asking you guys to give me some suggestions for neighborhoods, now I'm going to be actually providing not suburbs, but actual names. I'm going to be giving you guys the potential or the chance to have your own bus lines within my downtown area of Verucchio. So I think that's kind of exciting for you guys to kind of feel a little bit more a part of this series. I won't be designated certain lines just to specific people, like I won't be making specific routes just for people. The routes are going to be like already drawn out based on the way the system or the city will most benefit from. So it's not like one line is going to be more important than the other. They're all going to be kind of important, so I won't be favoring any bus lines. I just wanted to show you guys that you guys are kind of getting, you know, thanks for all the support in a way that I'll be able to add some, just another like little idea, because I also don't want to run like 60 bus lines within the downtown area all called Verucchio or something, whereas all the other suburbs have had unique bus lines after their actual district. So I hope you guys like that idea, and if you do, start posting up your names or gamer tags or surnames or whatever you prefer to have your bus line named after. I'll be going through the list and start adding them. We'll see, there might be about 20 bus lines around here, so there'll probably be about space for 20 suggestions. So if I do get more than 20, then I'll end up just probably putting the names in a hat and then just pulling them out one by one. And if it doesn't come out, your name doesn't come out by any chance, I can always find other areas within the city where I can start adding bus lines with people's name in it as well. And if not, maybe even suburbs. So we'll go from there. We'll see how that works out. So that's it. That's this episode, guys. I hope you... Actually, last Twitch session, some people mentioned that they saw my Facebook page. My Facebook like little announcement that was going to be on Twitch the other day. So if anyone that's not following, or if you want some more details, Facebook is the place to go. I usually post up some images here of development of the city, and also like little status updates. Like last time, it was a bit last minute, but I did post up a little bit of a comment where that we were going to be getting a live stream on Twitch happening, which eventually did happen. And yeah, I usually also post up like little updates of like whenever I'm actually recording an episode and when you can guys expect an episode to come out. Apart from that, leave me a comment of what you guys think about this episode. What do you think about the downtown area? It's still, you know, in development. Lots of buildings still haven't fully developed, but we'll get there eventually. Also, if you guys can link me perhaps some ideas also, not only for residential but for like office buildings that are mostly like made out of glass and not too futuristic but just kind of more contemporary, that'd be really appreciated. That way I can perhaps get some taller buildings in to kind of make the mix, and so that we don't have this massive difference between these tall buildings and lower density kind of type looking buildings, so it can kind of even out, smoothen out the height within our downtown. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So please leave a like as well if you liked what you saw this episode. We did some really good progress. That's also helped to the fact that we did do a Twitch, so I did a lot of preparation work for this episode, so I didn't actually have to, you know, do a bit of preparation work and then start developing. We already had that kind of work done and we just developed. So yeah, next episode we'll be expanding our population further. Perhaps, no, not perhaps, but definitely, let's have a look around over here into this area. I think that will be an interesting area to develop into. Perhaps we can even find a way to link up some of these avenues or streets to the other side around over here like we did to our right now. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I think you can all agree that this city is now really starting to take shape. More so than what Sant'Arcangelo did. We've got our suburbs, we've got our farmlands, our beautiful farmlands, we've got our twin dams, we've got some more suburbs around over here on the outskirts of the city, and our industrial area, which is kind of facilitating our entire city for the moment. So that's pretty good. And yeah, there you go. It's all taking shape. It's all coming along really well. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like the Facebook page for status updates. Please don't forget to also like the Twitch. You'll get notifications whether I'm streaming or not. And of course, to all you continuing supporters, thank you for your support. And to anyone that's new, please don't forget to subscribe and give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know why, perhaps thumbs up or thumbs down. It'll just give me a little bit more knowing of what you guys are thinking about the series, what ways I can improve, or any ideas, suggestions that I can also add. I am currently very, very busy with my schedule, with my new job. All is going very well. And yeah, I'll be kind of posting these out as fast as I can, even with my busy schedule, perhaps once or twice at least every week, so you guys won't be left hanging completely. So for now, guys, take care. I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye for now.